Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Going Medieval. I certainly hope you're having a good one, because things here in Thatcham are going pretty darn well, I like to think. We are about halfway through autumn. We're about halfway through autumn, with winter sort of raising its head over the horizon just that little bit. And that has me worried, because if we don't manage to save up enough food and get it into storage, we might starve to death over winter. We're also probably playing a bit of a dangerous game at the moment, because we're building this giant wall around the base, and as nice as that is, it's not essential. And that's a problem because, well, essentially, we need to be researching things. We kind of need food preservation right now, and I've prioritized building this stupid wall. So we might find ourselves in a spot of trouble, is what we might do. There is a distinct possibility that we will find ourselves in a spot of trouble. But I'm hopeful that we can get this wall done in a reasonable amount of time and then get some research going, and I'm hopeful that we can maybe look into food preservation. It might be something we only start doing at the start of winter, but if we can preserve some food, even if it's stuff like, you know, hunting some friggin' wolves out here, we might be okay. We might be able to do it. So it's a dangerous game. Like I said, it's a dangerous game that we're playing, but we'll see how it goes, right? That's kind of where we're at. Also, I suppose, I mean, the walls are over halfway done at this point, and they're looking pretty cool. I gotta be honest, the walls are looking pretty cool. I'm quite happy with them. So hopefully it's not going to be too much longer until those are done, and then hopefully it's not going to be too much longer after that we start to see these new campfires go in here so we can double the food production. The good news is we have 59 stews lying around in there. The bad news is that they are going to decompose in, well, they're going to rot in 4 days because of the temperature in there. So, you know, we do kind of need to hold those, and we do kind of need to get someone to hold those. So maybe Florence, as good as you are at construction, maybe we get you doing some holing is kind of what I'm thinking. So let's bring your construction down to there. You're now burying some remains, so we'll see how that goes. I think Florence might actually be doing holing now, so that's good. We'll get the remains buried, and then hopefully you're going to start picking things up and moving it down into cold storage, into deep cold storage at that. Hopefully. Very big hopefully, but hopefully. Oh, it does look like Florence is doing a good amount of holing over here, so that's kind of a big deal, even if you're hauling it to the wrong stockpile. You're also grabbing a bunch of food, which is fantastic news, and hauling it down into the stockpile. Okay, so does that mean we have a bunch of stew down there? It does. We have 84. Now, how long is that going to last? So, that's a 4 stew. I mean, can I get the details on how long it's going to last? I get that it's 10. It's fresh. It's not really saying anything to me about it. It's 2.1 degrees down there, so I think it might actually be okay. We also have some cabbages down there too. So we might actually be okay through the winter, which is lovely. That's kind of what we want. We want to be okay through the winter, so that's good news. We have a dedicated hauler. We have Cassandra, dedicated to construction. We have Allison, who I think is dedicated to cutting down plants right now, which is kind of okay. That's totally okay. And I mean, it would be nice to have more people doing construction, I'm not going to lie. But also having someone, you know, working on actually getting the trees for the construction is probably important too. So we'll just kind of leave it to Cassandra for now. And, you know, the walls will be done at some point. They'll be done at some point. It's fine. Although what I would like to do with them is I would like to put some floors up here. That's kind of the whole point, is to put some floors up here. So Let's do a section of wooden floor there. Let's do a section of wooden floor there. We'll go there. And we'll go there as well. I don't think we actually need to put floor up there. I think they can run around on the top of the walls, but letting them cross over the gatehouses is kind of going to be important, I think. I'm also thinking, can I do a little roof on this? Like a little wicker roof at the front of these? I actually can, and I'm actually slightly tempted. I don't know if I want to do wicker or if I want to do thatch. Maybe wood? I think I'll do wood. I think like a little bit of wooden roof there, just to make them look more like gatehouses, is going to be kind of cool. I don't need to do it, but I think it's just going to look nice. So just a couple of little sections of wooden roof there. They can kind of walk between them. And then we can put those, whatever they're called, the merlins around the walls as well. I wonder if my archers can shoot over those. I think that'll be fine. I think that's kind of cool looking. You know, it's a little interesting. It's a little different. So we'll get that built hopefully in a reasonable amount of time. But I'm feeling a little more comfortable, right? That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm feeling comfortable, I guess, mostly because we actually have things getting moved into storage, you know? That's kind of where we're at. We don't have a lot of wood in storage, but we have, well, how much wood have we got here? What is that? It's leather. That's not even wood. Linen cloth. Do we have any wood in storage, right? Do we have any trees that we still need to chop down? We have that one. I feel like we probably need to chop down a few more. So take those ones down, take those ones down. We have more trees growing out there, which is fine. We have these trees still to come down as well, but we'll mark a few more just to make sure that we don't run out of wood before we're done building the defenses, as it were. I've also gone ahead and put a bunch of little torches around the entire thing as well. So once those are all built, it's just going to look cool, man. I really do think this is going to look kind of cool. I'm kind of excited. Wait, settlers are idle? Who's idle? You should probably find them something productive. Cassandra is... Oh, Cassandra's... Why is Cassandra idle? So you kind of only do construction. There's no mining to do, no crafting, no smithing. You could go research, Cassandra. You have that as an option. I'd actually like you to go and do that. I'm not going to lie. What are you... Oh God. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that would explain it. Okay, let's tear that down. And let's you know, not have you stuck in there. That will certainly cause you to be idle, won't it? There we go. So we'll get all that built eventually. You can get that built done, that bit built too. And yeah, it's coming along. We actually, aside from this corner, it's looking good, man. Oh, so if Goldina's over here researching, that must mean that we do actually have a good amount of food in the stockpiles down there, which is kind of great news. So that makes me pretty happy. That means that research is going to be back on the table. Now, we could go into decorations. I'm not really too interested in those. The main thing I think we need is food preservation, as I've mentioned a couple of times. That's going to lead straight into cooking as well. Tailoring would also kind of be useful now that I think about it, because getting someone that can actually start making winter clothes might not be so bad. It really might not be so bad, but I'm torn. We have 3 days. That's the thing. We have like 3 days to figure out what we're going to do, because I mean, food preservation might take a long time. It's mostly going to be meats, I would imagine. So if we're mostly dealing with meats, then we're going to have to send someone out hunting, and then we can hunt these guys. We can hunt all these rabbits here too. So if we're going to be doing that, then, well, I guess, I don't know. I'm not so sure, because like I said, if we have all this down in the stockpiles, which we do, we have a good amount of, we have some barley, we have some carrots. I think we have enough food down here to last, and overnight it gets down to 0 degrees in here, so this stuff is freezing. So this stuff should generally last through winter. It's only going to get colder down there. It's -8 degrees outside right now, so I mean, admittedly that's overnight, so I kind of wonder what temperatures we're going to get down to over winter. Because, well, I don't know. If it gets too cold, people are going to run into issues. You know, they are going to be wanting clothes that keep them kind of warm, so I don't know. I'm definitely a little bit concerned. Hopefully that wolf isn't going to bother us. It isn't. Those are all running away, so Allison can just kind of keep up with the hunting, I guess. Cassandra is continuing to get resources for construction, which is fine by me. What are you constructing right now, though, is kind of what I'm wondering. Oh, you're coming down here. Okay. Well, that's fine. We got the roof on there. We got the floors going on there. So we'll get all that done in time. Florence is continuing to hold things. Goldina's continuing to research, which is great. We kind of have the choice now. So food preservation. Add a building. So this is a building to hang meat and cure it with smoke from an open fire. And then that gives us smoked meat. It gives us a shelf, which eliminates ground decay. Now that would actually be kind of useful now that I think about it. Tailoring is... I think we're going to take the chance. We're going to take the chance with food preservation, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get a shelf, and my thinking is the shelf can go there and there, and I think we can, when they're built, we can probably specify what actually gets stored on them. Although now that I think about it, I don't know that we need those there. You know, I don't know that we need, because those would probably be better. Oh, I don't know. I might have been an idiot with this. The smokehouse is definitely something we're going to want. Do we have limestone? How much have we got? 132. So it's 40 to build a smokehouse. Let's take a chance on 2 limestone smokehouses and see what that ends up doing for us. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. Also, this is all coming together, which is lovely. We got the roof on there as well. We got the floors mostly done, except for one. We got the graves going in too, so that's fine. I think, yeah, we'll see how the smokehouses go, because we are starting to get meat, right? We have Allison out hunting. So if we can manage to... Well, if we can manage to smoke all of that, I mean, it'll preserve, right? So the meat will be preserved and slowly turned into other meals. So I think this might work out. I do actually think this might work out. Also, that little gatehouse looks kind of cool. I actually really like that. I think what I might do is eventually upgrade it to stone, at least the front pillars. Or maybe the whole thing. I think I'll upgrade the whole gatehouse to stone at some point. But I am pleased with it. I'm very, very pleased with it. I think it looks quite cool. So that's good. Would be nice to get these bits done in here, but that's fine as well. We're definitely getting there, and we're not being attacked right now, so it's not a major worry. Let's see. Maximum yield in a day in 6 hours. Okay. So I guess we just set all these to be chopped down in about a day, and we see how that ends up going for us. I imagine it'll be a good amount of wood, right? If I double click that, there's 135 birch trees. Each one right now is about 11 wood. So yeah, that'll be a good amount of wood, I think. That will certainly help us to, that'll certainly help us to make sure that construction can continue in a good and useful and helpful way. So one thing I have decided to do is go ahead and tell both Allison and Florence to start working on construction again, just to see if we can manage to get this final sort of stage done here. So what we'll do is go ahead and say, let's get up to about 50 smoked meat, and we'll see how that ends up going for us. And we'll do the same here as well. Oh, hello. So, hands held out in a warm, open smile. You're keen to learn about Thatcham and only too willing to lend a hand. Yes, for sure. You can absolutely come in. Hello, Wibber. All right. Hello, Issa. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do this until we have 50 of that as well. Now, looking at jobs, what are you able to do? You're very good at tailoring, which is going to be very, very useful. You can research as well. You can do both of those. You are not very good at medicine, so you can convalesce. You are actually a capable hunter as well, which is kind of cool. So we're going to have you get a ranged weapon shortly. You're also capable at construction, but we'll put that at priority 2. You are keen to learn about growing and harvesting and stuff like that. So we'll have you kind of do that stuff. Carpentry as well. And you're kind of just going to be a general sort of all-round worker, which is fine by me. You are going to use a ranged weapon. You can use sort of everything else. And then sort of all armor as well. So there we go. We'll have you come in. We'll have you do your thing. I think we have enough beds as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 settlers as well. So that's fine by me. So Heloissa, you are going to go get a bow, which is good. And you're going to go out hunting, which is also good. So that's fine. It also looks like we are actually making some, or at least we're slowly making smoked meat. That's kind of cool. I like that. I actually really like that they just kind of set it up and leave it. I mean, it makes sense, right? Smoked meat is something that takes, you know, a considerable amount of time, but that's pretty cool. Right. Let's go ahead and set these guys up. It's going to be produce until you have, I guess, 130. Let's do 140. And for you, it's going to be produced until you have 140 as well. And then we'll get rid of this one in here completely. And then food production is going to be all in that space, which is great. So that'll be our new food production area, which I am absolutely not going to complain about. We also have Heloissa doing some hauling, which is fine. Construction of the walls is so close to being done. It really is so close to being done here. I'm kind of wondering why they've paused construction. Because we do have some wood out here. We have 201 out there. We have 268 out there. So this bit of wall down here kind of needs to be finished. But I'm honestly, I'm just happy that we have it. This is the furthest I've ever gotten in this game, so it's kind of nice just looking at this. It is giving me Stonehearth vibes. It really is. It's Stonehearth combined with RimWorld combined with Banished. Like I said right at the start, it's all those games combined, and I'm here for it. Oh wow, I've just noticed that it's the middle of the day and it's -9 outside right now. That's kind of rough. Which means that the growing of these trees is halted. It's too cold for them. That is rough, man. That's properly cold. I know I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I mean, I love cold temperatures, don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore the cold. I'm not one of these people that can deal with heat at all. There was actually a heat wave recently in the UK, and it was rough. I don't do well with heat at all. it makes me uncomfortable. There's nothing comfortable about it. And I've always been of the mind that, you know, I would much rather, what the hell? Okay, we're being raided. Great. Oh my God. They look like they're properly shielded too. That's worrying. Okay, so they're up there. Let me grab everybody. Actually, let me grab my archers, draft them, and get them up on the walls. That seems like a good place for them. Let me grab everybody else, draft them, and put them out here. And we'll see how that goes for us. I'm a little concerned. Othred, what are you doing, bud? Get out there. Enemies have started their attack. That's okay. We have archers getting to the walls. I don't know if that gives them more range or not, but hopefully. I actually really don't know if that gives them more range or not. We'll find out, I guess. Let's just get them spread out as best I can. And we'll see what ends up happening. I'm a little wary. Let's move you guys back a little bit so the archers can kind of do more damage right away. And let's see what we can do here. So we have one coming in. And let's immediately start firing on that guy. Okay, so he's not doing so good right now. Fire on that one. And let's have you guys go ahead and hit him. All right, so he's done. Let's hit this guy. And we'll kind of just let the archers do their thing. I think we'll be all right. I am thinking we're going to be okay. Archers focus on Radolf. And let's have you guys focus on Cedric. So we'll have the archers focus on the enemy archer. And then everything should be okay. We have a couple of guys down here causing some problems. I think we'll be all right. Yeah, that's fine. Anwind has gone unconscious, which is bad. You guys need to focus on this guy. Oh, we win. Okay. That's fine, but I'd like to continue just picking them off. There we go. So they are now all dead. So we'll select everybody. And we need to grab Allison, who has gone out to get the wounded. Okay. So that's actually worked out pretty well for us. The defenses, it turns out, are pretty solid. So I'll tell you what we're going to need to do, because these graves are going to fill up real quick. We're going to need to get ourselves a pyre. And we're going to have to start burning bodies. Because as it turns out, the system that we have been using is just not, it's not really working for us. So let's build, I guess the pyre can kind of go down here. So we can do, I don't really want to put them right against the wall, but I guess, well, where can I build a pyre? We have room up here, but there's going to be a building there. So down here is kind of the best spot for it. So yeah, we'll do there. We'll do there. And we can get 4 of them, which I guess is what we'll do. We'll do 4 pyres right along there. And that's how we'll get rid of bodies from now on, is we'll just burn them. Settlers are suffering from cold. Yeah, Anwind is having a rough time. Allison, I kind of need you to prioritize tending to those wounds. I'm not going to lie. That's definitely going to have to be the priority there, is making sure that Anwind doesn't die. I don't know if anybody does have proper critical injuries, though. Bruised chest, bruised nose, dislocated shoulders. So they're, you know, they're not doing great, but they're definitely not as bad as they could be either. I don't think anybody's going to die from the injuries that they got during that, which is good. That was honestly a pretty good fight. That really was a pretty good fight. I'm also thinking that, if I'm not mistaken, we should have, and we do, a sturdy longbow in here, which I'm going to give to Allison, because Allison is a pretty high-level marksman, if I remember right. So that'll be a bit of an upgrade there. We can go ahead and allow that. And yeah, I'm actually pretty confident about this. It is winter. It is, you know, horribly cold outside. But one thing we can do, actually, and we haven't done this in a while, is light the fires in the rooms again. So that way we can keep everybody nice and warm. So let's have everybody hopefully do that sooner than later. And that way the rooms will be that bit warmer. It's 3 inside of that one. Let's have, I don't know, Florence, Goldina, somebody go around and light these things. So go light that for me. Go and light that for me. Yeah, winter's here. That's going to be rough for us, is what that's going to be. But at least we can, you know, warm up these rooms a bit, you know? So they're not going to be freezing overnight, which is important. We also might want to just heat up the temples as well, which is, I guess, what those are. This in here is 1.2 degrees. Let's go ahead and put this guy in here just to, you know, warm up that room as well. Warm up that room. We can warm up this room. That room's warm enough as it is, and then everybody's just going to be working outside as... Well, they'll try and work outside. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'll tell you what I will do, though, is... I want to give a harvest order for all of these trees. So that we can start getting wood, we can finish the construction, and everything should be fine there. Although Florence, well, Florence wasn't doing too good, but Florence is doing fine now. So yeah, these trees can be brought down. That will get us a decent chunk of wood. We've got some smoked meat over here, which is gonna need moved into storage, but right now is kind of doing okay. And I think, yeah, for the most part, I mean, there's a bit of construction going on, but once that's all done, we're pretty good, honestly. We're definitely pretty good. I'll tell you what I will do. Allison, let's take you off of construction again. And let's have Allison maybe do plant cutting instead. Allison is good at construction, but I think that plant cutting is going to be kind of useful. Also, research. How are we looking here? Tailoring. Definitely tailoring. And what we'll do with tailoring is go in here and, you know what? We need a building. I was about to say that we can wrap things up for this episode, but I want a building here. We do actually need one. So let's just do something really, really simple. It doesn't need to be a complicated building at all. Just a teeny tiny little shed is kind of all that's needed there. We can do a door there and a door right about there. We can do some windows there and there with a nice little floor and a nice little floor. And then what we can do is get this guy and put it in that corner and that corner. That will keep the rooms nice and warm. We can throw a standard little thatch roof on there as well. And that'll be production, right? That'll be making whatever we're making there. We can make cudgels, we can make spears. Those would be kind of useful too. We'll see about that though. But yeah, that can be a little bit more production there. I did say we'd put some workshops and stuff outside of the walls, and I still want to do that. But I think for now, a sewing station just in here is, I think, going to be a bit of a necessity. Who's suffering from the cold? Oh, God. I mean, you've seen some dead bodies, you're cold, your visibility is low, your motor function is low. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to keep everybody as warm as we possibly can. The good news is we have, you know, these rooms here are now warmer. They're not as warm as they could be, but at least nobody's going to be sleeping in the cold now, you know? So we've got that going for us. All in all, I think we are pretty much prepared for winter. It's freezing down in storage, so the food isn't going to rot away at all, I don't think. A relentless stream of wolves poured into Thatcham, teeth bared and eyes aglow. Whether their sudden visitation resulted from hunger or playful destruction was unclear. Brandishing tools and shielding the stock, the settlers had to drive them off. That's a lot of wolves. That is a lot of wolves. Okay. Oh boy. All right. I need you, and you. I need you on the walls. I need you, and you, and I need you out here. This is gonna be rough, I think. I definitely think this is gonna be rough. We're missing an archer. What are you doing, you idiot? Get up here. So you go there. Wait, that's Alice. Allison, go there. Cassandra, go there, and you're fine. So Allison, get in the walls, please. We're not even fully bloody recovered from what happened last time, so this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. I need you three to be ready to fire on these wolves should they get closer, which it looks like they slowly are. I wonder if I could pull them closer. I'm not really willing to sacrifice anybody, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not willing to do that. But I'm also not willing to have these wolves just kind of wander. I'm gonna have to try something a bit stupid here. We're gonna send Cassandra out, which is risky because Cassandra's our builder. But I need the wolves to come closer. Alright. So fire. I don't know if that's doing anything. We hit it. Let's fall back. Okay, that's actually fine. That wolf is now getting hurt. And it's done. Okay, right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a chance. This is gonna be really, really stupid. But we're gonna have to take this chance. We're gonna send the archers out. And we're gonna try and deal with one wolf at a time. We're gonna micromanage this. So let's deal with that one. And let's see if we can, let's try this one. Oh, hello, that one's getting close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fall back? Can we run away? Oh, no. Okay, we kind of need everybody now. You all need to come out here and deal with that wolf. You two need to attack that one. Or that one. I don't care. I need everybody. I need everybody. Focus on that wolf. Okay, now that one. Now that one. Now that one. And then that one as well. If we could, please. Okay, so the animals are leaving. That's fine. Let's undraft everybody. Allison's hurt, which is not good because Allison is the main doctor. Allison is scratched, but not dying by the looks of it. So Anwind, if you wouldn't mind, carry Allison to a bed. I think Allison will be okay. That definitely could have been worse. But, yeah, hopefully we'll be all right there. Who's the next best doctor? Uthred, okay. So let's have you go tend to Allison's wounds, if you wouldn't mind. And then, you know, Allison gets back on her feet. Everything will be okay. It's not the end of the world. Tending the wounds failed. Okay. You know, bud, it would have been good if you didn't fail to do that, but here we are. Why are you unconscious? Losing consciousness. Why? You're so tired you can barely stand. Oh. Okay. What do we know about you? You're 45. Okay. Do we know, you know, is there anything? You're desperately thirsty, lacking in entertainment. Okay, well, we kind of need someone to get you. I think Allison's doing it, even though Allison's bleeding to death. That's fine. Oh, man. This could have been a lot worse, though. You know? We have the walls up, except for that corner. All in all, this could have been so much worse. So I'm kind of okay with the fact that it's not considerably worse than it is. You know? I don't think I can really complain. We have a good amount of wood that's going to come out of all of this. We have these structures going up here, which will be a couple of little workshops. We've got, I mean, they're covered in snow right now, but that's fine. We got a couple of little workshops. We got the sewing station going together. So hopefully in no time at all. In fact, I'm going to prioritize. I need to clear the area first. You got to be kidding me. Can we get someone to prioritize hauling, please? So, Uthred, if you wouldn't mind, haul that to the stockpile. And Florence as well, if you wouldn't mind hauling to the... No, empty spot. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, well, that's kind of a problem. Okay, I think I know what we can do here. Dismantle items. I don't know. So edit for a second. Dismantle anything with less than 50% hit points. and anything that's flimsy. Actually, just anything that's flimsy at all, because I think some of this stuff, yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be flimsy. So we'll just dismantle anything that's flimsy, essentially. And that'll clear up some space for us at the very least. Alrighty, the sewing station's done, so let's go ahead and say that we kind of need winter clothes, and we kind of need 7 pairs of them. And then hopefully that will work out for us. Hopefully we can go ahead and get that going good. I think we can also probably do summer clothes and just do that until we have 7 as well. We can do some caps. What is this? Severe frost turned the... Oh, no. Right, so we have an even colder snap coming in here. That's great. Let's do that until we have... let's just do 7 in general here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do this up until 7. And we'll do this up until 7 as well. And then a wide straw hat as well. We'll do 7 of those. So this cold snap is going to be pretty bad for us. We kind of need everybody to just stay inside is kind of the priority here. But I guess once this, you know, tree chopping thing's done, for the most part, people will be inside. I mean, they're going to be suffering from the cold regardless, because, I mean, it's, well, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. So, Allison, what are you doing? You're making... Oh, you're actually making winter clothes. Okay. Can I tell them to wear winter clothes? I can. Can I tell all of them to wear winter clothes? No. But that's okay. That is actually okay. So let's just tell all of them to wear winter clothing right now. That way we can, you know, hopefully get them to be a little bit warmer. That would be the hope anyway. We'll see how that ends up going. We do have Allison. I mean, Allison, I don't know how good you are at making that, but okay, you've given up. That's fine. That's not exactly what I need you to be doing, but to each their own, I guess. But, you know, it's a start. I can't complain. It's a start. Also, could we finish this down here? Because this kind of needs done down here. Who can we... Cassandra, what are you doing? Can you... What do you need to clear the area for? Really? You're kidding me. Hold that to a stockpile, please. Because we kind of, you know, kind of need that out of there so I can kind of finish that wall. So, Cassandra, if you wouldn't mind just finishing that chunk of wall, that'd be kind of great. Because then the entire wall would actually be done. Which it now is. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of cool. I do want to do one other thing with it though. I think we are going to put the Merlins down. And there we go. Those are all going to need to be built at some point. It's going to take a little while. We got some floors to go down too, but I'm hoping that my archers can fire over those, and I'm hoping that those are going to act as cover for my archers as well. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie. I'll be a little bit annoyed. But I think it's going to be kind of cool. You know, it's going to be kind of mean looking having these things up here. It's going to make these look more like towers. It's going to make this look more like a fort. I think it's going to be good. I do think it's going to be good. And the other good news is we actually do have some winter clothing right here. So has anybody gone and put it on? Is my question. No. No one has gone and put on winter clothing yet. It'd be nice if someone did. Because this guy's wearing... Oh, this guy is wearing winter clothing. They're all wearing winter clothing. They are... Wait. They are all wearing winter clothing? What the hell? Interesting. Minus 19 would be the maximum comfortable temperature. Which is... I mean, it's admittedly a lot colder outside. But I would imagine they'd be less miserable in, you know... winter in clothing that is, you know, I imagine it would be like they're going to be miserable, just less miserable, which really isn't that all any of us can hope for. A lifetime of misery, just less